Recently, someone that I know closely posted a series of comments on Facebook, and they were quotations by GOP leaders condemning and belittling Donald Trump before the last election. And then they posted that with a response, "What's changed?" And for many, the response to that was nothing. These Republican leaders are two-faced. So I can't actually speak for them, and I'm pretty sure that the posting was facetious and not intended to get a response of truthfulness. But I need to answer that question, not only for myself, but for many others. What changed for me were his actions. In all honesty, during the primaries, I didn't pay that much attention because I thought he was a bit of a buffoon. He was an egotist. He was narcissistic. I didn't think he had a snowball's chance in hell of getting nominated, let alone elected President of the United States. All I knew for certain is when the election came that he was a far better option than voting for staunch abortion advocate Clinton. And don't get me even started on all of the crimes committed by Hillary and Bill, especially against Christians and Christianity. But Donald Trump selected a staunch evangelical conservative Christian to be his running mate. He did that intentionally. He selected 2 Supreme Court justices who were staunch conservatives. He stopped the IRS from targeting solely Christian and conservative organizations, something that went on, by the way, during both the Clinton and the Obama administrations. He has stopped the IRS from taking punitive action against pastors who speak out politically. He has ceased the rights of the IRS to target churches who are taking political stances. And he said that's not right, and that's not going to continue under his administration. More than that, more than anything, I think he has been a staunch advocate of the pro-life community and of ending abortion. And I think that most likely the media and the enemy's attack on him has been largely due to that position. He has been a man of his word, and that has surprised me to some degree. He says what he means, and he means what he says, and more than that, he does it. But here's what's to me of even more importance. I've looked at the groups who have most radically opposed Donald Trump, and Alexander Solzhenitsyn had a comment that went something along these lines. You might ally yourself with a group of wild dogs to attack the wolves who are your enemy. And you may even defeat the wolves, but in the end, the wild dogs will turn on you. And if you are a Christian, you need to look at the people that you are in bed with opposing Donald Trump. It's not just the radical abortion community, the Planned Parenthood community. It's not just the radical homosexual activists. It is Satanists. Seriously, the gates of hell have opened themselves to oppose Donald Trump. Most people don't know this, and it hasn't been publicized, but 1 month after the inauguration, the witches of America united, and throughout the world, as a matter of fact, and held midnight seances to specifically curse and put spells on Donald Trump to eliminate him. Satan is opposed to Donald Trump. What is he afraid of? Well, think of throughout history. Whenever Satan has been most afraid of an upcoming generation or of a savior rising within that generation, he has killed the children. He did that when Moses was born. Pharaoh killed all of the Hebrew children, or tried to kill all of the Hebrew male children. Herod, when he learned that there was a coming king, ordered all of the boy children in Jerusalem and Israel to be under 2 years old to be killed. Satan wanted them dead to eliminate a threat. Well, this generation of young people has been Satan's biggest threat, because if they ever get the ball rolling and they understand what this is about, the world could change forever. Satan has killed tens of millions, I would say hundreds of millions of babies with abortion throughout the world. And for the first time in history, we are at a crossroads where we could potentially overturn the legalized murder of children in America. I don't know if you know this, and most people do not, but under the Obama administration, he forced other nations who had laws against abortion. He forced them to legalize abortion if they wanted to continue receiving American aid and finances. And the laws of many nations were changed to allow abortion. Obama was one of 5 senators who voted to legalize partial birth abortion. That is, a child is in the process of being born. It's 9 months. It's gone full term, and it can be murdered in the delivery canal. Its brains can be sucked out of its head collapsed, and then they suck the baby out of the womb, killing it. And Obama supported that. And he spent his presidency working to ensure the rights of abortion clinics and abortionists throughout the world. And Donald Trump has said that he intends to stop that. And I think, honestly, that's why Satan is so worried. And if you are a Christian who's opposed to the election of Donald Trump, you need to look around and see who you're in bed with. Because you're in bed with witches and warlocks and Satanists who are diametrically opposed to Donald Trump. Why would Satan want to eliminate Donald Trump? Ask yourself that. And then seriously pray about it. Satan has pulled out all the stops. He's used the press, the media, he's used lying politicians, illegal practices, and there are many reasons, in my estimation, not the least of which is that Trump has continued dogged support of the church and Christianity. But I think the biggest reason that Satan is so determined to overturn the Trump administration is because he is concerned that for the first time in modern history, the legalized murder of children in America could very well be coming to an end if Trump is reelected. I, for one, am praying daily for Donald Trump to continue his crusade to end abortion in America. And I pray that God will protect him, and I pray that if you are a Christian, God will open your heart and your eyes to see who you're in bed with if you're voting against him.